Hey folks, I'm going to be returning to Retro GameCon this year, taking place at the On-Center Convention Center up in Syracuse, New York from October 11th through the 13th. I'm going to be there all weekend, and I'm of course going to be cosplaying there as well. I'm going to be going as Ash Ketchum in his Kalos outfit from Pokemon on Friday. I'm officially bringing back my gender-bent version of Sailor Moon on Saturday. And finally, I'm going to be debuting Seiya Kanye from Amagi Brilliant Park on Sunday. If by any chance you see me there in person, then by all means come on up to me and say hi. Hope to see you there. Hey guys, this is SamAttack4427 here, and welcome to another episode of WTPU, aka What the Pickup? Now, as you may recall, in the last episode of the show, which you can see right down over here, I talked about my Thomas the Tank Engine pillow pad that I've actually held on to for many years now, and yeah, I guess despite the fact that it's probably, the first and so far only pillow pad that I've actually owned, I really do think this actually is a really good one by far. I really loved it as a kid, and even to this day, I think I still hold on to it for sure. So. But hey, what did you expect? I do have to get something Thomas the Tank Engine related for me to have in my hands for sure, and I think this might have been the perfect one for me to actually have for sure, so I didn't mind nonetheless, so no big deal on that, so yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. I still really like that Thomas the Tank Engine pillow pad, and yeah, I guess it was well worth it for me to have nonetheless, so yeah. If you want to check that episode out for yourself, then don't worry about a thing. There's a card over there over at the top right corner of the screen, as well as, of course, the link to it down the description box below, so yeah, whichever you prefer, go right ahead. I'll wait until you come back. Yeah, take all the time you need. I'll be here by the time you come back for sure. In fact, yep, not gonna be moving one big until you get back from seeing the last episode for sure. So yeah, I'll be here right up until you come back. So yeah. And I should really think about switching to my long sleeve shirts and sweatpants as we speak, so yeah, I mean, I do know the fall weather is, of course, finally kicked in, but my god, it's getting so cold. I need something warm for once. Whew. Alright, I guess if how you did already see the last episode of this show, we might as well go ahead and start up this episode as we normally do. Well, I think we might as well step aside from, of course, what we've talked about previously on the show, and actually talk about something that I've held on to for many years, but I never even bothered to actually talk about this set item when I purchased it years ago for sure, and luckily enough, it actually does hold, of course, this nice box. So, what is it, you may ask? Well, I guess I'll pull it out right now, so yeah, what I actually got right here is, of course, this lovely 3-inch crystal that I actually got several years ago, actually, that I've actually held on to for many years now, for sure, so yeah. And I guess it's another first for me because, well, I guess it's gonna be the first time we actually talk about something that is basically crystal related on this show for sure. So yeah, I guess it'll be quite interesting to see on how we actually fare up with, of course, this one. So yeah, I guess with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about this. Alrighty then, so yeah, now that we got the introduction out of the way, we can now go ahead and finally talk about this Sega crystal that I actually got right here. Now I bet a lot of you guys may be wondering, how did I manage to get my hands on, of course, this lovely crystal, 3-inch crystal that I actually got right here in my hands? Well, bit of an interesting story that I want to tell all of you. I actually did get this all the way back in 2017, to be honest, and I'll admit, I think pretty much when I looked at this on Amazon, I immediately got myself hooked on with, of course, what I'm actually seeing with, of course, this one right here, because yeah, I think the way it's actually shaped out and everything to make it look like a nice flower for sure, it really is something to really admire for sure, and yeah, I guess if anything, that is one reason, yes, but the real reason is that, well, keep in mind, I actually bought this back in 2017, and around that time, a certain cosplay of mine has actually popped up at quite a few conventions that I've actually been to that really got things going with a massive bang, and I'm pretty sure you might be familiar with, of course, my gender-bent version of Sailor Moon from, well, Sailor Moon. So yeah, that was, of course, that cosplay I actually did back then for sure. That I'm honestly really proud of for sure, especially seeing how it's not only my first gender bang cosplay that I've actually done, but also the one where I actually pretty much decided to make from scratch for sure, with some help from my grandmother, of course, to really make that happen. So yeah, I guess if anything, ever since I actually completed that cosplay for sure, I think it was, of course, like a massive bang where I actually brought it to quite a few conventions for sure, like, of course, Anime Boston, Heroes and Villains Con, and briefly brought it to Cosplay Invades Auburn while they were advertising Salt City Comic Con at that time, and of course, let's not forget to mention Syracuse, New York Comic Con around that year. And oh yeah, I did even end up bringing it to, of course, one of the Sailor Moon movies that Fathom Events was showing a year later. That being, of course, Sailor Moon Super S the movie. So yeah, needless to say, it was actually a really great time with, of course, that said cosplay, and I'm honestly really proud of it for sure. And it is quite fitting because I've not only showcased it off in, of course, a few of my social media posts, and in its own episode of CGS, aka Cosplayer's Guide to Success, back when it first premiered about 3 years ago for sure. But I also But I guess seeing how I have confirmed I'm going to be coming back to Retro Game Con, I am going to be bringing that said cosplay back for sure. So yeah, it's actually going to be a really great time for sure, and I can't wait. So, and of course, fitting enough, I did mention that said cosplay for sure because I not only got this crystal because it actually looks amazing for sure, but I also want to serve it as, of course, a prop that I actually used in one of my social media posts that I did years and years ago for sure, where I actually, where of course, based on, of course, the way it's actually blossomed like a flower and stuff, it's actually made to pretty much serve as, of course, pretty much as a prop, serving as, of course, the main crystal that was used in Sailor Moon, pretty much both in the manga and both versions of the anime for sure, or any incarnation of Sailor Moon entirely, that being, of course, the legendary Silver Crystal. So yeah, I guess it's probably, I guess, a few of the main reasons why I actually got this crystal to begin with, and hey, I'm honestly quite proud of course, for when I actually got this one for sure. So So yeah, I guess you can clearly see why, of course, that front, and yeah, I guess it's all the more reason on why I actually got this crystal to begin with, and hence why I've held on to it for many, many years since after I bought it for sure. So yeah, I guess needless to say, I think we're long since overdue to actually talk about this, so I think it makes sense to finally talk about it in its own episode for sure. So yeah, enough about the backstory. Let's go ahead and dive right into this crystal. Alrighty then, so yeah, now that we got the backstory out of the way, let's go ahead and finally talk about this crystal that I actually got. So yeah, I guess I can tell from, of course, why I'm actually seeing this actually does look really, really nice for sure. In fact, given to what I'm actually seeing, you can definitely see right here that they really put a lot of hard work and effort to really make this incredible for sure. Yeah, the way it's actually shaped out and stuff, like, of course, a really nice flower about to blossom for sure is really, really incredible. And again, I think I do know hands down that since I know Sailor Moon hands down, I believe that's exactly how it's actually opened up. Pretty much in both the manga and the anime for sure. Whenever it wants to unleash its full power for sure. And honestly, I think it really is quite amazing that they actually dig it. And yeah, I think they really did put a lot of hard work and effort to really shape this out as best they can. I think the way the tip of course, the crystal, yeah, with, of course, all sorts of petal-like shapes all around it for sure, really actually makes it all the more incredible. And I guess, moreover, I think the material, yeah, the crystallization and stuff for all that, hands down, must have took a lot of hard work and effort to really perfect just right for sure. And yeah, I think it is actually really, really quite nice entirely. And of course, I couldn't forget to mention it actually does have a really nice base to it, so that way you can actually stand it up just right, to which, honestly, to me, I think is actually really well done. And I know in my social media post that I did years ago, where, of course, I'm in my Sailor Moon cosplay holding the crystal like this for sure. Honestly, I think that was actually a really great way to actually cover up the base for sure, just to show that I am, in fact, holding the crystal hands down, pretty much showcasing pretty much on its full potential for sure. And everything else around it entirely really is quite nice for sure. In fact, I'm willing to bet that if you shine a light on, of course, this one for sure, maybe I think chances are it might actually pretty much bounce it right off and give it some nice flair around it. Or, I don't know, I haven't really tested out that theory to be honest, so I wouldn't know hands down. But yeah, needless to say, I really do think this crystal really, really did the job well, and of course doing what it needs to do with, of course, this, and I think they really did incredible on it. And of course, let's not forget to mention the box that I actually got this crystal in is also really well done for sure. Yeah, I think we knew hands down that they wanted to present it as best they can. And yeah, honestly, to me, with it in the box, I think it really is quite nice from what I can gather. I think they really did make it as presentable as it can be. And I guess, moreover, I decided to actually keep this in the box, so that way it'll be a good way to actually keep it safe for sure. In fact, if I would have actually brought this to any convention, hands down, I would have actually decorated the box to actually help keep it nice and secure, so that way anyone cosplaying as the villains from Sailor Moon will pretty much try to get their hands on it to no avail for sure. But yeah, I did try actually thinking about doing that for, of course, the box, but I never actually really went anywhere with, of course, this hands down for sure. So I pretty much decided to leave it as it is for sure, just so that it can still be as presentable as it can be for sure. And yeah, I guess it is such a shame that I actually didn't do that for sure, but hopefully I think when the time comes, I might actually do that one day for sure, but I just don't know when, to be honest. So, but yeah, regardless on that, I think, I guess if anything, having the crystal in the box as it is, it really is something to admire, hands down. I can't get enough of it. So yeah. Alright, so I guess with all that said and done, that's pretty much everything that I can say about this nice crystal that I actually got. So yeah, I guess overall, I think they really did an incredible job, and of course, making this the best that it can be. And I guess if anything, for any Sailor Moon fans or any Sailor Moon cosplayers for sure that are looking for something that will actually make it come close to actually looking pretty much getting something that closely resembles the legendary silver crystal, I think this is actually a really good one to actually serve that for sure. I really do think they did an incredible job, and of course, pretty much making it all the more presentable, to be honest. And honestly, I think the final product really came out great for sure, and I really do admire, of course, what they actually did for sure. So yeah, that's just basically my 2 cents, hands down, for sure, and yeah, like I said, I do think this is actually well worth getting for sure. So yeah, if you actually do want to get this for yourself, then by all means, go ahead and do so. It's currently available on Amazon as we speak for about 13 to 14 bucks, to say the least. But if you do want to get something that yeah, I guess if you are a fan of Sailor Moon and want to get something that actually pretty much closely resembles the legendary silver crystal with a snap, just like that. So yeah, I say this is actually a really great one to have for sure. Well, for me, I think I'll just actually keep it as it is for sure. I mean, it would have been awesome if I would have brought this with me to a convention while cosplaying, while in my gender-bent Sailor Moon cosplay for sure, but of course, that sadly never happened, to be honest, and I do think that's for the best for sure. So I guess for now, I think all I can do is, of course, keep it nice and secure in this lovely box for sure, with this to cover it hands down. So yeah, that should do it just fine. Or I guess I could probably do a little fix up on that. Go, yeah, that's much better. And I guess with all that said and done, that'll pretty much do exactly that for sure. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode of WTPU. And by all means, let me know in the comment section below on what you thought about this one for sure. I would definitely love to know on what you guys think. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode. And, you know, speaking of Sailor Moon, I think I do have another thing that's Sailor Moon related that I should talk about in the next episode for sure. And I think it does revolve around one of course, a few felines that had the Sailor Guardians got some aid from for sure. We've already talked about one of them for sure, so I think it makes sense to talk about another one for sure, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but I guess until that happens, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyAttackTV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is AckleyAttack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyTagTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.